Hi guys, Forgotten Wolf here, and these are my 2026 F1 predictions for the upcoming seasons. Before we begin, please like, share, and subscribe, and let's begin. I will start with my predictions for the Drivers' Championship. I'll be going with the bottom of the championship all the way up to the top, so I'll begin with the bottom six, being my prediction Franco Colapinto in last, Valtteri Bottas in 21st, Arvin Lindblad in 20th, Sergio Perez in 19th, Liam Lawson in 18th, and Pierre Gasly in 17th. The bottom six are full of the bottom three teams, which are RB, Cadillac, and who's the other one? Alpine. Yeah, and these three they're bad, so not much to say here. It's not on the drivers; it's on the crappy car. The next six are Lance Stroll, just because of him being ass. Gabriel Bortoleto in 15th, Nico Hulkenberg in 14th, 13th place goes to Esteban Ocon, Alex Albon in 12th. And Carlos Sainz in 11th. Audi are going to have engine issues since this is their first season with their engine, but I do believe the drivers will be able to drag their car up to the top. So I believe in them. And as for Williams being low down there, their drivers would be higher, but after missing Barcelona testing and having some shaky results in Bahrain testing, I just cannot justify them being any higher. Finally, moving on to the top 10 in the driver standings. In 10th, it's Oliver Behrman. I don't know why I almost said Ollie Behrman. In 9th place is Fernando Alonso. 8th place belongs to Isaac Hadjar. 7th place is Lewis Hamilton. 6th place is Kimi Antonelli. 5th place is shockingly low Max Verstappen. 4th place is Piastri. And moving on to the podium for the Drivers' Championship. 3rd place is Leclerc. 2nd place is Norris. And my predicted champion for the 2026 F1 season is George Russell. My reasoning here is Mercedes looks very dominant throughout the preseasons, but I don't trust Antonelli to be any of the top 5. And as for Verstappen being low at 5, Red Bull are going to obviously have engine issues at the start. Same reason for why Audi are down low there. And I can't, after last season, I just cannot trust Hamilton enough to go any higher. Now I'm going to be moving on to my constructors' predictions. And in last, it's rather a predictable one, Cadillac. They're the newest team, and they don't bar everything like Haas did, so yeah, no-brainer. In 10th place, it's Alpine. I don't need to explain why. So much sacking there. There's not much needed. In 9th place, it's RB. I don't trust either of their drivers, along with the new Red Bull Ford engine. I don't think Liam Lawson should have been on the F1 grid, and Arvin Lindblad, he shows promise, but he's a rookie. I cannot put Arvin Lindblad very good because he's a rookie. I haven't seen him drive an F1. He could be complete ass. And in 8th place, it's Audi. Same reason for why RB are low. And I already mentioned this earlier. The engine scares me away from putting it any higher. In 7th place for the constructors, I have Aston Martin. It's Alonso does well, and Newey does well, but it's Lance Stroll that holds them back from being any higher up. And Alonso even admitted they'd be slow to start the year. However, I do think they'll beat Audi still. And then moving on to 6th place, I'm predicting it'll be Williams, although I have hoped they can do more. Missing Barcelona testing, I cannot justify them being above Haas, who are in 5th place, who have looked really good throughout preseason testing. I cannot justify putting them any higher after they missed testing. Meanwhile, Haas have looked great. Now, testing isn't everything, but Haas also, both teams have a really good driver lineup, so you can't even say it's because of the drivers. And moving on to the top 4, it should come as no surprise that Red Bull are in 4th place with the previously mentioned engine troubles. In 3rd place, it's Ferrari. Well, because they're Ferrari. They're going to have a great car, but in typical Ferrari fashion, something will go wrong and they'll screw something up. In 2nd place, it's McLaren, as even with the dominant Mercedes engine, Mercedes have still looked like the absolute dominant force this season. And yeah, I mean, Mercedes, we all know they're the favorites. They look really, really good. That's going to be it for this video. A rather short one, but I did want to get my predictions out there. And at 1K likes, I'll do a video on the life of Robert Barretheon. At 150K views, I'll do a video on the life of Catelyn Stark. My 100 subscriber special will be releasing later in February, with Game of Thrones House's Season 2, Episode number 2, and the Tullys releasing on Friday night. Well, until then, bye!